Episode 14. Pact Magic. The little creature stretched its wings. The imp grinned. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting you to break the token quite so soon. Crowe frowned. That was an accident. I know, it was rather entertaining. Mira stepped closer. Why are you here? The creature gave a dramatic bow. I was summoned. Crowe pointed. You were my raven. I was. You've been following me for days. I have. You could talk this entire time. No, I was just a raven. Crowe sighed. The imp climbed onto the fallen beam. Only when you gained your Pact Boon to expand your familiar. Crowe froze. My what? The imp blinked. Your familiar is your little animal friend, like your raven. Crowe looked genuinely confused. No, the Pact Boon part. The imp laughed. You found a token. You broke token, awakened your Pact Boon. You summoned me. Crowe stared. What? The imp tilted his head. The chain. It grants a true pact familiar. And now you have me. He spread his tiny wings proudly. He looked around theatrically. Well, you could keep the raven. A spider. A rat. A bat. He made a face. Honestly, who wants a spider? I've always preferred this shape. I like having hands. Crowe continued staring. I chose none of those. The imp chuckled. Of course you did. It happens the moment you complete your pact. Silence. Crowe finally spoke. I never made a pact. The imp smiled. Good one. I'm serious. The smile faded. I've never bargained with anyone. No demon, no ancient being. I found a spellbook. I stole a relic. I stole tokens. That's it. The imp didn't laugh. So, you are not a warlock. Crowe shook his head. Mira slowly looked between them. He never looked away from the imp. The imp searched his face. His grin disappeared completely. You really don't know. I don't. The imp took a slow step backward. Then who called me? I didn't choose you, but I am bound to you. It is only possible for a warlock to summon me. Silence. Even the wind stopped. Mira spoke. This power has to come from something. The imp looked from Crowe to the broken halves of the token. This power was taken without a pact? It shouldn't be possible. Crowe's voice was barely above a whisper. Explain. The imp swallowed. That token isn't a magic item. It's a Pact Boon. It only responds to someone bound by Pact magic. Crowe frowned. Pact magic? The imp nodded. There are many kinds of magic. Wizard magic is learned. Priests receive blessings. Sorcerers are born with power. He looked directly into Crowe's eyes, but warlocks receive their power through a bargain. Another silence. Crowe finally asked, and I made no bargain. The imp had no answer. I don't know. But somehow, you possess pact magic. The little creature paced along the fallen beam. No bargain, no patron, no memory. He looked back at Crowe. That isn't how this works. Crowe remained silent. The imp studied him for a long moment. Then, I've been watching you. For days. You stumbled through a wizard's spellbook. You somehow learned divine magic from a relic. You accidentally unlocked a Pact Boon. You broke the chain without even knowing what it was. He shook his head. Every answer only creates two more questions. Crowe quietly asked, So what am I? The imp laughed once, not because it was funny, because it was unsettling. That is the first intelligent question you've asked. The grin slowly faded. I know what wizards look like. I know priests. I know sorcerers. I know warlocks. He looked Crowe directly in the eyes. I don't know what you are. Silence settled over the ruined tower. Even Mira had nothing to say. Finally, the imp folded his tiny wings. And that terrifies me.